New OpenClaw upgrades are insane. You've been paying for AI assistants that don't actually do anything. You open a browser tab, you type a question, you get an answer, you close the tab. That's not an assistant, that's a search engine that talks back. There's a free open source tool that lives on your own machine and takes real action across every app you already use. It just got a major update, and most people have no idea it even exists. I'm Christina, and I help people cut through the noise and actually use AI in their work and their lives. Today, we're covering one of the most talked about AI tools of 2026. We're talking about OpenClaw, where it came from, what changed in the recent updates, and whether it's worth your time to set up. Let's get into it. OpenClaw is a personal AI agent you run on your own machine. You install it, connect it to your preferred AI model, and it becomes your assistant across the messaging platforms you already use every day. WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Discord, Signal, iMessage, Google Chat, Microsoft Teams. One agent, running in the background, available wherever you already communicate. Instead of you going to the AI comes to you. Now the story of how this tool came to exist is almost as wild as the tool itself. It was built by Peter Steinberger, an Austrian software developer who founded PSPDF Kit, a PDF software company used by nearly 1 billion people. He started it in November 2025 as a weekend experiment. He just wanted to chat with AI through WhatsApp instead of opening a browser tab. He called it Claudebot, a play on Claude and the lobster claw mascot he gave it. Then, in late January 2026, it went viral overnight. And that's when things got chaotic. Anthropic's legal team contacted Steinberger about the name, saying it was too close to their Claude trademark. He had to rename it fast. At 5 a.m. in a Discord brainstorm with his community, they landed on Moltbot, named after how lobsters molt their shells to grow. 3 days later, he secured a better name and landed on OpenClaw. 3 name changes, 4 months of existence, and right now, OpenClaw sits at over 247,000 GitHub stars, overtaking React to become the most starred software project on GitHub, from 0 to number 1 in under 4 months. That's the project we're talking about, and it just got some significant upgrades. But before I get into those, real quick, when I first started digging into tools like this, I wasted a lot of time. That changed when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members focused on learning and actually implementing AI tools. Real use cases, what's saving people time, what's wasting it, which tools are worth learning. If you're serious about using AI in your work, link is in the description. Okay, back to OpenClaw. The biggest recent release is version 2026.2.26, and the headline feature is External Secrets Management. When you run OpenClaw, you're connecting it to API keys, login credentials, and account access. In older versions, those were stored in plain text config files on your machine. A real risk if you're running this on a shared server or VPS. Anyone who could access that file could see your credentials. The new OpenClaw Secrets workflow changes this. It adds 4 functions: audit, configure, apply, and reload. Your credentials are now managed through a secure, separate system. You can even activate a runtime snapshot so changes take effect live without restarting your setup. It also supports integration with 1Password, Vault, and SOPs, so if you already have a credential management system, you can plug it straight in. For anyone running OpenClaw on a remote server, this isn't optional. It's the security baseline you need. The second major feature in 2026.2.26 is ACP Threadbound Agents. ACP stands for Agent Communication Protocol. Agents can now be first-class participants in threaded conversations with full lifecycle controls, startup reconciliation, and coalesced replies within threads. Multi-agent setups are now significantly more stable. They also added OpenClaw Agents Bind and OpenClaw Agents Unbind commands so you can control exactly which agents connect to which accounts and channels. Much more granular control, especially if you're running different agents for different purposes. The same release also shipped 11 security hardening fixes. Two worth calling out: sensitive config values are now automatically redacted when you run OpenClaw config get in the terminal, so API keys don't appear in plain text while you're debugging. And the browser security policy now defaults to trusted network mode, restricting the agent's browser access to trusted networks rather than being open by default. And going back one release, version 2026.1.29 permanently removed the Auth None gateway option. Before that, you could run OpenClaw's gateway completely open with zero authentication. That's gone now. Token or password is required. It was a direct response to people deploying OpenClaw on public-facing servers with no auth at all. There were also cron job reliability fixes landing across several February releases. Cron jobs are scheduled tasks, daily briefings, monitoring checks, recurring research. The main issue was with isolated cron jobs running independently from your main agent session. A session key double prefixing bug was causing silent failures. That's fixed. And completed one-shot jobs can now reschedule correctly when given a new future time, rather than going permanently inactive. If you rely on OpenClaw for any automated recurring workflow, these fixes alone are the reason to update. Worth being honest about the security picture here, because it's real. One of OpenClaw's core maintainers posted on Discord that if you can't understand how to run a command line, this project is far too dangerous to use safely. Cisco's AI security research team tested a third-party OpenClaw skill and found it was performing data exfiltration and prompt injection without the user knowing. The skill marketplace, ClawHub, has had issues with malicious submissions. The project has since added reporting tools and auto-hiding thresholds for flagged skills, but it's still an active area. This doesn't mean don't use it. It means use it with clear eyes. Run it on a dedicated device if you can. Use the new auth and secrets features properly. Don't install skills from unknown sources. Run OpenClaw Doctor regularly to check for security misconfigurations. It's not a click-and-done consumer app. It's a powerful tool that requires you to understand what you're giving it access to. The broader picture here is remarkable. OpenClaw went from a weekend project to the most starred software project in GitHub history in under 4 months. Steinberger announced in February 2026 that he's joining OpenAI to work on next-generation personal agents. The project is now moving into an open-source foundation structure, similar to how Linux and Kubernetes are governed, so it's not dependent on any single person or company. The software is free and MIT licensed. You only pay for API calls to whichever AI model you connect it to. To get started, install through NPM, run OpenClaw onboard in your terminal, and the wizard walks you through setting up your gateway, connecting your channels, and getting your first agent running. Full docs at openclaw.ai, and I'll link the GitHub repo in the description. If you want to go deeper on tools like this, 2 places worth knowing about. AI Profit Boardroom, over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively and sharing what's actually working. Real experiences, no hype. Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? It's helped me stay on top of updates like these and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in the description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes plus access to our community of 58,000 members. That's everything for today. Hit subscribe if this was useful. See you in the next one.